各位同事，就我哋呢個金融機構處置機制受保障安排規例同埋2017年金融機構處置機制條例生效日期公告嘅小組委員會呢第一次會議。好，咁我哋呢就選個主席先，有冇提名？陳健波議員。提名陳振英議員。陳振英議員。好。呢個黃定光議員和議。陳振英議員接唔接受？接受。接受。OK。仲有冇其他提名？做唔做啊？好悶嘅呢條標。鼻敏感啊，幾好藉口啊。OK， 冇其他提名。OK， 好，我宣布陳振英議員當選。OK。
早上各位，咁而家我哋不如先請好啊，大家覺得有冇需要選副主席？冇咁嘅需要係嘛？好，咁我哋不如而家請有關嘅官員入嚟啊！唔該晒。佢哋係邊個負責講啊？秘書長。早晨，歡迎各位啊！咁按照議程呢，而家不如先由政府當局向大家各位委員呢簡介下呢個條例啦，好唔好啊？咁由邊位介紹？郭助理秘書長係咪？唔該晒。
係多謝主席。咁我哋首先會簡介一下關於金融機構處置條例生效公告同埋受保障安排嗰個內容。咁首先我哋講一講關於呢個金融機構處置條例嗰個背景。其實自2007年以嚟咧，歐盟嘅國家同埋美國咧都面對住好嚴重嘅金融危機，就好似喺90年代嘅亞洲一樣啦。咁由於咧一般嘅清盤程序咧，對於處理具系統重要性嘅金融機構嘅倒閉咧，其實就唔係咁適合。咁所以咧，當時好多嘅國家咧都係採取咗一啲前所未有嘅行動，譬如大量咁樣動用公帑去挽救呢一啲金融機構。咁有見及此咧，20個集團嘅領導人因應嗰個金融危機咧，就要求當時嘅金融穩定理事會去諗一諗，究竟點樣去應付金融機構大到不能倒嘅現象。咁金融穩定理事會嘅成員地區咧，就當時承諾咗係需要咧去設立一套有效嘅處置機制，係根據一套叫做有效嘅金融機構處置機制主要元素去設立呢個處置機制咧，就希望可以用一啲方法咧係適當咁樣處理呢一類具系統重要性嘅金融機構。咁有關金融機構處置機制條例嘅生效日期公告咧，咁事實上處置條例咧已經喺2016年6月咧立法會已經通過咗。咁佢就係為受涵蓋嘅金融機構咧設立咗一個跨界別嘅處置機制。咁主要嘅目的就係希望符合頭先所講嘅金融穩定理事會主要元素裏邊嘅國際標準啦。咁令到咧處置機制當局係有必須嘅權力，有所需要嘅權力咧，係當呢啲不可持續經營，但係而有具系統重要性嘅金融機構佢倒閉嘅時候咧，可以處置佢哋嘅。咁我哋建議就係金融機構處置機制受保障安排規例，陣間金管局嘅同事會簡介嗰個內容。通過咗呢個先訂立後審議嘅程序之後呢，我哋就會讓呢一個處置機制嘅主要條文喺2017年7月7日生效。咁條例生效其實係達至到幾個目的嘅。就唔單止可以加強到香港金融體系嘅抵禦能力啦，亦都鞏固咗我哋作為 全球國際金融中心嘅地位，亦都咧係令到我哋可以符合金融穩定理事會主要元素裏邊嘅國際標準。咁以下落嚟關於嗰個受保障安排規例嘅內容咧，我請金管局嘅同事簡介一下。
Thank you. Mr. Wright, you would like to give us some background about this bill, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
So, under Section 75 of the FIRO, the Secretary for Financial Services and Treasury may make regulations as subsidiary legislation to safeguard the economic effect of certain financial arrangements termed protected arrangements in resolution. There are 6 types of financial arrangements identified as protected arrangements under Section 74 of the FIRO. They include clearing and settlement system arrangements, netting arrangements, secured arrangements, set-off arrangements, structured finance arrangements, and title transfer arrangements. And given these will be important throughout the rest of our session, I'll just give a brief description of each of those arrangements to help the discussion. So a clearing and settlement system arrangement means an arrangement governed by the rules and directions relating to participation in the clearing and settlement of transactions within the financial market infrastructure. So very simply, this is the financial plumbing through which payments are made and transactions settled and cleared. Our objective is not to disrupt these, and this is important to prevent contagion and wider financial instability from resolution of a participating member of a clearing and settlement system arrangement. A netting arrangement means an arrangement under which a number of claims or obligations can be converted into a net claim or obligation. Set-off and netting arrangements are important to financial institutions as they allow regulatory capital requirements to be based on the net exposure under the arrangement. Without being able to do this, capital requirements would be much larger as they would have to be based on a gross exposure. Secured arrangements mean an arrangement under which a person acquires by way of security an actual or contingent interest in the property of another. An arrangement under which creditors seek to protect themselves against credit risk through taking charge over an asset or assets belonging to the debtor. A set-off arrangement means an arrangement under which 2 or more debts, claims or obligations can be set off against each other. A structured finance arrangement means an arrangement under which a person creates and issues an instrument under which some or all of the returns or amount due or the method of settlement is determined by reference to price, value or parameters, or the changes in the price, value and parameters of financial assets or the occurrence of non-occurrence of specific events and include asset-backed securities, securitizations, asset-backed commercial paper, residential and commercial mortgage-backed securities, and collateralized debt obligations and covered bonds. And finally, title transfer arrangements means an arrangement under which a person transfers assets to another person on terms provided for the other person to transfer assets if specified obligations are discharged. These include in particular reverse repurchase transactions or obligations. So that's just a high level of overview of what these regulations tend to protect and define as protected arrangements. These regulations provide certainty on the treatment of these arrangements, and this is important because financial market participants rely on these protections as risk mitigation tools and as sources of financing. So, protected arrangements regulation is designed such that the RA, or the Resolution Authority, should exercise powers in a manner that safeguards the economic effect of a protected arrangement in resolution. Ultimately, this creates restrictions on the Resolution Authority's use of powers with respect to the 6 types of financial arrangements I've just described. The risk of economic effect of protected arrangements being undermined is most likely to occur where a partial property transfer is made by the Resolution Authority, or where bail-in, where liabilities are written down or converted without taking into account linked assets or rights entitled to be set off or netted under documented agreements. The proposed approach to the PAR is largely modelled on that adopted by the United Kingdom and that required by the European Union's Bank Recovery and Resolution Directive. The PARs provide the appropriate degree of protection for each type of protected arrangement, with specific carve-outs for certain rights and liabilities under certain arrangements designed to provide One, confidence for financial market participants that critical risk mitigation and funding techniques will be protected with certainty and predictability in the event of a resolution. And two, while at the same time provides an appropriate degree of flexibility for the resolution authority to exercise resolutory powers in order to achieve orderly resolution consistent with the resolution objectives. The powers also provide for appropriate consequences in the unlikely event that inadvertent action by the resolution authority results in asset rights and liabilities that are part of a protected arrangement being treated inconsistently with the objectives of the protected arrangements. On public consultation, the Financial Services and Treasury Bureau, the HKMA, Insurance Authority and the SFC jointly conducted a 2-month public consultation which began in November and ended in January on the proposed approach to protected arrangements regulation. We engaged with key stakeholders during the consultation period and received 11 submissions from industry, professional bodies and financial market infrastructure. Broadly speaking, respondents generally agreed with the approach to the regulations, was providing constructive and some technical minor points of feedback which we've taken into account in development of the final regulations. Thank you.
好，政府嗰邊仲有冇咩嘢補充啊？冇啦，冇。咁而家不如俾我哋嘅委員提問啦。咁啊，第一位係涂謹申議員，唔該。
主席，我想問問呢嗰個而家嗰個有6個受保障安排啦，咁嗰個 A 至 F 啊，咁我想問呢就而家我哋呢個嘅規則呢。就應該理論上係唔會擴大嗰個 A 至 F 嗰6個範圍啦。咁即係我講意思係，譬如話結算啊、交易系統啊、淨額結算安排啊、抵押保證安排嗰扎啦、抵銷啊嗰啲。咁如果我用一個簡單咁樣問呢，就係仲有冇一啲乜嘢嘅喺呢個咁樣嘅處置條例裏邊呢，係嘅金融機構或者銀行係唔會喺呢個受保障安排，即係喺呢個規例之下呢，唔會係受保障安排個範圍嚟處理嘅咧。咁嗱，我即係舉一個例啊，即係用普通市民嘅普通常人嘅角度就，例如我有一個存款喺個銀行，咁係咪可以因為有一個處置之後呢，我冇晒咧咁樣？
Okay.
Thank you very much. The way I would respond to the question is these regulations specify a set of restrictions on the resolution authority when they apply their tools in the event of a future bank failure. And by identifying the 6 financial arrangements which we define as protected arrangements, it provides certainty to those arrangements that on their treatment by the resolution authority in the event of a resolution. So we make clear here that those arrangements will not change or be impacted by the use of the resolution tools. This is important because these arrangements, these financial arrangements, provide very important risk mitigation protection to financial institutions and are important for funding markets. There are some specific carve-outs which we'll go into more detail when I step through the regulations to the protections provided to those financial arrangements. And they're largely designed to achieve 2 objectives. The first one...
主席，我希望即係你講到咁大嘅，
係啦。
我嗰啲係之前個條例嗰度，我之前有參加，都學咗啲嘢啦嚇，即係咁講。咁但係個問題就係，我相信咧，你都要解釋一下咧，就係譬如話好簡單，我就存100蚊喺銀行嘅。咁佢咧就係因為係喺某一次嘅大波浪裏邊，就係要重組或者處置啦。係咪最後咧，我存嗰100蚊係冇咗嘅？係咪咁咧？
Mr. Wright, would you please, reply exactly to the concrete queries raised by Mr. Toh? He would like to know, to quote the example about the deposit owned by any customer of a bank. So please give him, the consequence after the regime has been taken in effect.
我舉個例，我更加希望就係局嗰方面諗啦。嗱，我舉例啫。嗱，你明白咧？即係譬如我唔係話即係叫做咩啊？ 歧視嗰啲有錢人。不過你明白咧，因為始終咧一個社會咧係有個 masses 係最大多數係唔係咁有錢嘅人組成啦。即係我舉例，譬如話，如果你話俾我聽，我呢個例咧就係唔會影響我哋而家嗰啲保障存款係幾多錢啊？去到
50萬。
啊，50萬啦 ，OK。總之你有50萬或以下嘅存款咧，呢個機制不適用於取消你嗰50萬嘅存款。嗱，如果你唔係咁嘅話咧。嗱咁當然啦，你可能話，如果我唔係有呢個機制，連你嗰50萬都取消晒，咁我成個香港咧就保唔住啦。即係金融體系，你可以咁樣講啦。不過咧，即係我真係要好認真，當你喺呢兩個稱嘅時候，即係如果你冇呢個例外咧，我諗下究竟個市民諗緊，我係咪將我或者咁講啦？咁到嗰陣時咧，就大家唔信銀行啦。嗱，我舉個例，譬如話，因為我如果真50萬喺銀行，咁不如唔好啦。我隨時雖然我都有啲盜竊風險啊嗰啲啦嚇，咁我話老虎蟹都擺定30萬喺屋企啊，大佬，我最多信你20萬啦，我仲得養生啦咁樣，即係變咗我句諗法咧就你係我明白你嗰係一個大嘅整體嘅利益啊，但係個問題咧即係如果你有一啲嘢唔係有絕對嘅 exception 嘅咧，咁我諗下。我都假地都幾廿萬人選出嚟啊！我都要為佢哋諗下。喂，佢哋絕大多數係窮嘅人嚟嘅。如果我以後因為你呢個例咧，就令到佢唔相信銀行，擺得入去咯。於是我就會點都擺定我咩都好啦，就揾個方法。咁嗱，起碼我知道咧 ，safe deposit box 你冇嘅呢度嚇，冇 netting 嘅。咁即係我講，我就換晒錢，就擠晒落去嗰個保險箱嗰度啦，即係譬如匯豐，我真係匯豐點都擠幾十萬落去，大佬，我寧願俾你個年有1000蚊咩保險箱費啦，係嘛？咁到時起碼我開翻嘅時候啦，係嘛？就唔會 net 咗啊嘛 ，net 即係抵消咗啊嘛，係嘛？即係個 behaviour 會轉嘅，我希望你明白。尤其是係大風浪，即係我哋講嘅時候，咁希望你即係用呢個角度，可唔可以解呢個懸疑咧？咁樣。
主席或者我哋講下個原則先。其實條例本身個其中一個目的咧，就係話要保障銀行一啲好關鍵嘅金融功能，其中一個就係包括存款。咁其實喺我哋制定呢個受保障安排規例裏邊咧，其實我哋都係特別對存款咧係有一個嘅處理嘅方法。但係至於嗰個即係嗰個技術係點，我一陣請金管局嘅同事解，就係其實我哋就係希望呢一個即係一個好重要嘅存款嘅功能咧，係唔會受影響嘅。即係嗰啲存款係會咧，如果係轉讓咗去俾一個買家嘅時候咧，呢個功能咧係會完全咁樣去轉讓過去嘅，即係唔會因為我哋去處置呢個金融機構咧，令到啲存戶係攞唔到嗰個存款嘅。咁或者我請Mr. White 再詳細講一講嗰個技術嗰個嘅意見。
即係呢個規則裏面邊一條
？Yeah. So under the FIRO, the primary legislation, deposits are protected. The primary objective of a resolution, whether it's a transfer or a bail-in, is to ensure continuity and access to the deposits. So if we would transfer the deposits to a bridge bank or to a private sector purchaser, and therefore the depositor would continue to have access to their deposit funds. That is the primary objective of the resolution. In a bail-in, deposits are protected up to the deposit protection scheme limit, which is 500,000. So that amount is completely guaranteed.
主席，你可唔可以指出喺受保障安排規例裏邊邊一條係有呢樣？即係等我有咩事同我啲選民交代，嗱呢條啊嗱咁樣。
明白。
咁你指出嚟得唔得？
係啦，Mr. Wright， 我諗涂委員嘅意思咧係呢一個處置機制裏邊有冇一啲條款好明確講，佢就唔會影響其他嘅一啲即係客戶擁有嘅權利，不如佢係 exclude 咗 from 其他嘅，譬如存款保障計劃裏邊啲嘢係不受影響。佢有冇一條好明確嘅條款去聲明呢一樣嘢？
如果可以咧，主席咧，你不如用半版紙嘅啫。你下一次你即係擺埋呢個我哋呢個委員會嘅文件裏邊，即係我如此問過呢個問題，你如此答過呢個問題。OK， 咁你就指出，譬如或者我哋法律顧問都可以幫手睇睇下係嘛？就係條例第幾條？OK， 指出規例第幾條指出 as a whole 就係保障咗乜乜啦咁。OK， 咁就變咗咧50萬以下咧，總言之咧我就唔使叫佢咧啲市民咧就話，因為有咗處置條例咧，你就不如換幾廿萬現金咧就擺喺你保險箱啦，即係我寧願你咁樣。
咁啊，或者Mr. Wright 你先解釋一下，咁我諗書面嗰個咧可以喺會議之後你哋再 follow 啊，好唔好啊 ？Mr. Wright, please.
Sure. So the protections are provided for in the Financial Institutions Resolution Ordinance, the primary legislation, under Part 4 or Part 1, Section 11. That specifies the protection provided to deposits. So it's more in the primary legislation, which is not specified in this subsidiary legislation, and we'll provide that clarification in writing afterwards as well.
另一個技術嘅問題最後啦，主席，我問埋呢樣嘢我走啊，唔好意思，真係有
唔緊要，
就係嗰個嗱，你話舉個例咧，譬如喺大風大浪嘅時候，咁你咪轉啦，咁你轉咗都有保障啦。舉個例，如果突然間，譬如你有一個問題，就係有間銀行，咁我存咗個銀行啦嚇 ，OK， 然後突然間咧佢你可能做一個 vehicle 啊，就係去接管咗呢個銀行呢個存款，就保障翻個存戶啦咁樣。咁但係咧。個問題就係，因為如果佢係銀行咧，咁就我就會根據嗰個存款保障條例咧，我就會有得保嘅，因為佢有一個機制。好啦，突然間大家嚟試下，我諗起一樣嘢就係，你根據呢個規例，根據呢個咧，你就係轉咗一間公司，而嗰間公司咧暫時咧就係佢唔係銀行嚟嘅，OK， 但係你根據呢度咧搞掂咗嘅 ，OK 喺嗰度嘅。之前我其實有個錢咧就係唔係存款，而係一個欠我一個債。就50萬，就喺嗰間公司 ，OK。點知突然間嗰間公司再另一個博浪咧，1個月後就冇咗啦 ，OK 冧咗，亦都呢啲所有處置唔到啦 ，OK 即係已經處置唔到啦。好啦，咁我話慘啦，咁我本來第一浸咧，第一浪咧，我就係有存款保障嗰度，因為佢係銀行 ，OK。但係突然間因為處置之後咧，就去咗一個唔係銀行，即係有可能嘅喎。但係因為你臨時啊嘛，頂住先嘛，大佬係咪？你唔好搞住啦咁樣。OK， 咁嗰個就唔係銀行，唔係銀行咧一出咗嗰個範圍咧死啦。而我就因為你處理緊咧，我可能根本咧就係你moratorium， 即係你唔能夠即刻攞錢嘅，唔出奇，即係好大浪嘅時候嚇。咁我明嘅，但係慘在咧，跟住1個月後咧，另一波嚟咧我就冇埋啦，因為連嗰個存款保障都冇啦嘛，因為你只係一間公司接管食咗間銀行嗰個存款，我變咗一個債。而家個債咧，佢都冧埋啦，咁咪冇咯。Ordinary creditors 變咗，會唔會有咁嘅情況？同埋如果得嘅咧，你亦都幫我半板紙解一解，同埋呢度點樣有冇咩玄機可以令到係保障得到嘅咧咁樣？
我理解金管局嘅同事啊，即係話涂委員嘅意思咧，就係如果一間銀行出現問題，就要啟動呢個金融處置機制。咁呢啲資產或者存款啊，或者負債咧，就轉到一間無論係過渡機構啦，可以係資產管理公司啦，或者一間暫有嘅公有公司啦。咁轉咗之後，如果再出現另一波嘅危機，會唔會嗰啲過渡機構、資產管理公司或者暫有嘅公有公司會出現倒閉嘅危機，而令到咧本來覺得已經係受咗一啲保障，變成咧因為嗰間已經唔係金融機構啦，咁會唔會呢個條例都延伸到去？令到有一啲保障咧，咁呢個係涂委員想問嘅問題。同埋除咗今日口頭答覆之外咧，佢希望即係會後咧，亦都好似頭先第一條問題咁，有一個書面嘅回覆，即係立此存照啦，可以咁講嚇。咁或者請金管局同事先。
我問一句就係，仲有咧，如果需要你喺呢度唔足夠保障到咧，你可能咧就要用嗰個，你可能喺呢度，或者用 consequential amendment 去 amend 嗰個存款保障條例嗰邊。就話去延伸埋嗰間公司，as if 一間銀行。我舉例。係啦，睇下金管局嘅解釋，即係已經喺而家嘅條例裏邊有冇做出呢個考慮先啦，好唔好啊？我哋聽下 Mr. Wright 嘅解釋嚇，唔該晒 Mr. Wright。
Great. So I'll try to address that in a couple of simple statements. The transfer of the deposits to a bridge institution. The bridge institution would be an authorized institution. It would be a bank. And it would have to comply with all the same statutory and regulatory obligations as an authorised institution as regulated by the HKMA. And any deposit that would be in the bridge institution would have the same protections that it always had under the Deposit Protection Scheme.
但係 Mr. Wright 喺文件第6段嘅 E 嗰度都講咧，亦都可以容許轉讓俾一間叫暫時嘅公有公司。咁嗰間暫時嘅公有公司會唔會都係當做一間 authorized institution 呢？
The same points would apply to the temporary public institution, publicly owned institution.
會唔會嘅意思就係話，無論轉俾邊個過渡機構呢，所有用乜嘢形式出現嘅過渡機構呢，都仍然會係視作一間authorized institution 㗎。
Correct. And one further point, the bridge institution and the temporary public company would need to comply with minimum conditions for authorization, including capital and funding requirements. And it would then be the responsibility of the authorities to ensure that the firm was always in compliance with those minimum conditions for authorization.
主席，我個問題唔係嗰度。就算你呢度話正如主席所講咧，佢一間過渡公司，咁你可能你話我哋過渡公司嗰個要求咧都要同一間銀行啊，所有嗰啲要求一樣啦。但係我而家唔係講呢樣，我講緊咧就係存款保障條例，要佢認為你轉咗落去嗰間過渡公司咧，係由呢個存款保障條例係會嗰個，因為係存款，而嗰個當作存款，而嗰個公司就算佢個未唔嗰秒鐘唔係一個有銀行執照嘅，根據存款保障條例，都會延伸個保障去嗰度。可能你改嘅咧就唔係呢一度，而係改嗰個存款保障條例嗰度，追到去另一個我存款轉咗嗰間公司嗰度。如果冇咧，我請你考慮。嗱，當然啦，你呢個有個 gap 都唔頂嘅，可能你而家你過咗呢個，你即刻要攞一條嚟做都唔頂嘅。但係咧呢個 point 咧，我希望你即係因為好 technical 嘅，好技術性。我希望我哋法律顧問或者你法律顧問咧，用法律角度嚟答，好嘛？OK， 好。
Mr. Wright 有冇補充
？So I would just reiterate that deposit protection scheme protection for deposits of a failed bank that was transferred to a bridge institution or a temporary public ownership company would still benefit from the same protection of the deposit protection scheme.
或者我同佢代涂委員再問清楚嘅意思係咁。嗱，頭先好清楚啦，所有嘅過渡機構咧都會視為一間 AI。但係我諗涂委員嘅意見咧係如果嗰個存款保障計劃裏邊因應呢個金融處置機制咧，佢有冇一個條款已經令到咧金融處置機制下邊產生嘅一啲引申嘅金融機構都喺嗰個存款保障計劃裏邊呢係已經 cover 咗。我諗佢嘅意思係咁，所以咧呢個就我唔知下你如果好熟嗰個存款保障條例嘅，可能你即刻答到啦。如果唔係嘅，我諗涂委員嘅意見就話會唔會都攞一個機會去再重新檢視下存款保障機制裏邊呢嗰個金融機構嘅定義係咪都包埋一旦產生金融處置嘅情況呢？而引申嘅金融機構都喺埋裏邊咧，咁我諗個意思係咁啊嘛。
I think their policy intention is very clear, but I think let's review about the technicalities to see whether we have covered all the technical point by which the deposit
protection scheme
ordinance can trace or can follow or deem that the new temporary institution, although may be deemed by this ordinance, FIRO, to be an authorized institution. But whether, according to that deposit protection ordinance, would deem that new AI under this FIRO would be an AI under that ordinance.
Yeah.
Sorry, a little bit clumsy.
我諗好清楚啦，涂委員嘅意見。我諗就呢個係要會後再去大家跟進一下嘅。唔該晒。涂委員而家係陳健波委員嚇，唔該晒。
份文件呢，其實都影響銀行同保險公司啦。咁就你哋有個諮詢總結嘅嚇，又做咗係6月4號啦嚇。4月6號啦，咁有11份嘅意見。我想了解呢，即係嗱，如果你同意咗、處理咗或者修訂咗，我冇問題啦。我想問一問，有冇邊一樣呢係你哋不接受啊？特別係保險公司提出嘅，有冇啲咩嘢你唔接受，而你哋會點樣做呢？可唔可以解解嚇？
邊位回答係又係Mr. Wright？
I'll pass over to my insurance sector colleague in a second to offer any additional points. But I think, as set out in the presentation, industry was broadly supportive of our approach to protected arrangements, and the nature of the comments that we received as part of the consultation feedback were largely around clarifying definitions and clarifying the scope of the protections provided to the arrangements that we've described. So, for example, as a result of the consultation feedback, we've refined our definition of financial contracts, and we've provided more examples of to accompany our description of clearing and settlement systems, but very much in this refining feedback. And
保險方面Tony 有冇咩講法？保險界點睇？
係呢一個咁嘅 arrangement 嗰度咧，主要都係一啲金融工具啲嗰個保障之下嗰啲咁嘅，喺保險界嗰方面咧就冇咩特別嘅意見嗰度再發表啦。咁
我想再問咧，即係你公佈咗呢個諮詢總結之後咧，有冇新嘅查詢咧？無論係銀行或者係驗倉嘅冇啦，係嘛？
唔該，秘書長。
即係基本上你覺得係第一句了解啦，冇反對意見啦，執行上亦都冇困難嘅，係咪？你可唔可以有咁嘅結論？
可以咁樣結論。
OK， 好啊。咁我冇嘢問啦，主席。
好。咁我順便喺度都問啦，如果大家冇問題咧，仲需唔需要做一個即係邀請團體嚟再諮詢呢？
我諗不需要啦，因為我正如我講咗，都冇業界冇乜其他意見。
好，咁我個人都唔需要嘅，咁我諗秘書處嗰邊可以登記翻。咁跟住落嚟，我諗係時間，我哋不如逐條過一個個法例嘅條文，好唔好啊？邊位負責啊？請問秘書長。
首先嗰個生效公告咧，我呢邊會介紹一下嗰個 clause 嘅，咁嗰個逐項審議，跟住輪到受保障安排規例咧，就會由金管局嘅同事去介紹逐項介紹嘅。
好啊，唔該。咁請秘書長你先開始第一部分啦。
好啊，多謝主席。咁首先就係我哋睇一睇嗰個2017年金融機構處置機制條例生效日期嘅公告。咁其實呢個公告呢，就係由財經事務及庫務局局長呢，就指定咗2017年7月7日呢，就係處置條例主要條文嘅生效日期。咁其實仲有3部分條文係仲未實施嘅，咁分別就係第8部第144至148條，咁就係有關退購報酬嘅事宜。咁第二方面呢，就係第192條。就係關於咧向處置機制當局發出關於提出清盤呈請意向通知嘅條文，而第15部第10分部即係第228至232條咧，就係有關對2015年保險公司修訂條例嘅相應修訂。咁第8部係關於退購事宜嘅咧，就我哋係經過諮詢司法機構政務處之後呢，咁我哋希望可以呢一部分係喺終審法院首席法官根據第145(8)條訂立咗規則，去規管點樣去提出申請退購令嘅相關原訟法庭實務同埋程序之後呢，先至生效嘅。咁至於第192條呢，就訂明咗，除非嗰個呈請人已經向處置機制當局發出書面通知，否則呢就係唔可以向原訟法庭提出呈請，要求呢去清盤受涵蓋嘅金融機構或者佢嘅控權公司。咁我哋亦都係諮詢過司法機構政務處之後呢，都係認為呢一條呢最好就係喺終審法院首席法官根據第192(3)條訂立咗規則。規管咗關於呢一個清盤呈請相關嘅法庭程序咧，先至生效嘅。咁而第15部第10分部即係228至232條咧，就係對2015年保險公司修訂條例作出修訂。而有關修訂咧，因為只係喺處置條例俾呢個保險公司修訂條例嘅第2階段條文。即係關於咧獨立保險業監管局取代而家保險業監理處嘅監管職能。如果我哋係早過佢之下咧，先至需要採用嘅。咁但係而家咧，由於嗰個保險公司嘅修訂條例咧，會喺2017年6月26日生效，就比我哋處置條例嘅7月7日咧 係較為先嘅，咁所以呢，就係冇必要呢係將佢生效嘅。咁我嘅簡介關於個生效公告就係咁多，多謝主席。
先睇下各位委員有冇喺呢方面有問題先。冇，咁我哋不如開始第二部分嘅簡介好唔好啊？唔該啊 ，Mr. Wright。
So I'll go through each section of the regulation to explain how it is designed to operate. Part 1 provides for the commencement of the regulation and the interpretation of defined terms. Section 1 provides that the regulation comes into operation on a day specified, which Part 5 of the FIRA comes into operation, which, as previously discussed, is proposed to be the 7th of July. The coming into operation of the regulation is tied specifically to Part 5 of the FIRO, as Part 5 provides for the operative powers, the stabilisation options, bail-in, transfer, etc., in respect of which PAR establishes the appropriate constraints on the resolution authority. Pursuant to Section 31(1) of the Interpretation of General Clauses Ordinance, expressions used in the regulation have the same meaning as in the ordinance conferring the power, i.e. the FIRO. Section 2 sets out specific definitions used only in the regulation, certain of which can only be properly considered in the context of the relevant provisions of the regulation in which they are used, namely financial activity, financial contracts and transferable securities. The primary use of these definitions is in the context of defining appropriate exclusions from certain protections under the regulation to ensure that the resolution authority has the appropriate degree of flexibility to secure an orderly resolution in the event of FI failure. The two more substantive definitions in Section 2 are of protected clearing and settlement system arrangements and protected structured finance arrangements, which make reference to Section 3 and Section 4 respectively. These definitions specify the classes of clearing and settlement system arrangements and structured finance arrangements to which this regulation applies, as permitted by the empowering provisions in the FIRO. Protected clearing and settlement arrangements is defined in Section 3.1. The definition covers certain specified arrangements that are governed by the rules and directions relating to participation in the clearing and settlement of transactions within a designated clearing and settlement system or a recognised clearinghouse. The specified arrangements listed in Section 3.1 are those protected by the insolvency override in Section 21 and 45.1 of the PSS VFO and the SFO respectively. The policy objective here is to prevent resolution actions from disrupting the operation of payments, clearing and settlements. Section 3.2 provides for the interpretation of a number of terms used in the definition of specified arrangements above in Section 3.1 by reference to defined terms in the SFO or the PSS VFO. This is necessary because these terms are defined separately in the SFO and PSS VFO. Section 4.1 provides a definition of protected structured finance arrangement, making clear that the definition covers securitizations, whether established through a true sale or synthetically. This broad description is designed to capture arrangements created through real or synthetic transfer of assets, such that assets operate in as security against notes issued to investors from securitization vehicles, for example, asset-backed securities, asset-backed commercial paper, mortgage-backed securities. Section 4.2 establishes that any role of an originator in a true sale securitization is to be treated as a liability forming part of a protected structured finance arrangement. The objective here is to make sure that key roles that an entity in resolution plays in securitization, beyond simply the underlying assets and notes issued against them, are covered by the definition, so that they should not be split apart by a resolution authority in the event of FI failure. Section 3.4 clarifies that for a synthetic securitization, a security interest is only to be treated as part of the arrangement if it is attached to a specific and sufficiently identifiable asset. This means that to be recognised as a protected structured finance arrangement, the pool of assets backing the notes issued under the synthetic security must be clearly identifiable, and the security interest under the arrangement clearly linked to those assets. Section 4.4 further provides that, in the case of both true sale and synthetic securitizations, agreements constituting a securitization structure covering mutual relationship between the key players in the structure, e.g., for example, the originator and the issuer, trustees and the servicers for those vehicles, are to be treated as forming part of the protected structured finance arrangements if those relationships are directly linked to the relative underlying assets or payments to be made from their proceeds to note holders. The objective here is to make sure that the key roles that an entity in resolution plays in a protected structured finance arrangement, for example as a swap provider or as a trustee or a mortgage servicer, are covered by the definition to ensure that those services continue in resolution. Part 2 of the regulation establishes what a resolution authority is to seek to do when making a regulated Part 5 instrument that transfers assets, rights or liabilities as appropriate to the specific arrangement that are or form part of different types of protected arrangements. And just briefly to recap, a Part 5 instrument is defined in Section 74 of the PAR as resulting in partial property transfer being effected or contains a bail-in provision. A Part 5 instrument is defined in Section 2 of the FIRO as any of the following. First, a security transfer instrument. Second, a property transfer instrument. Third, a bail-in instrument. Part 2 of the PAR addresses what a resolution authority is to seek to do in the context of the partial property transfer. So in that part, Section 5.1 provides that where a resolution authority is making a regulated Part 5 instrument, transfers rights or liabilities that are part of a set-off arrangement, netting arrangement or title transfer arrangement between the transferor and a person, then the resolution authority is to seek to transfer all the rights and liabilities under that arrangement, not just some of them. The policy objective is to provide certainty that important set-off and netting rights are afforded an appropriate degree of protection in resolution by preventing a resolution authority from cherry-picking favourable contracts under such an arrangement, given that set-off and netting are relied upon by financial institutions and their counterparties to mitigate risk and to lower capital costs. Section 5.1a establishes that set-off and netting or title transfer arrangements must be documented or otherwise evidenced in writing, and this avoids the disproportionate constraints on the use of resolution tools. Section 5.1b clarifies that either the transferor or person under the arrangement is entitled to set-off or net for the arrangements to qualify for treatment under Section 5.1. Section 5.1c reflects the policy intention that clauses entitling a non-defaulting party to make no or only limited payments, even where the defaulting party is a net creditor, are not afforded protection, given that such clauses are not regarded as valid bilateral netting agreements for the purposes of banking capital rules. Section 5.1d provides that the rights and liabilities under 5.1 must first arise out of the arrangement, that is, they must not arise from broad set-off clauses that extend to any or all relationship between a counterparty and the financial institution, rather than those specific to the arrangement. Capturing such clauses would severely restrict a resolution authority's ability to achieve orderly resolution by separating out the failed institution's critical financial functions sufficiently quickly and decisively. Second, not be excluded under Section 5.2. The rights and liabilities under Section 5.2 are intended to be those that a resolution authority would need a high degree of certainty that it could transfer quickly and decisively to secure the continuity of critical financial functions, for example deposits, or that it could leave behind in a residual entity to absorb losses as appropriate, examples being subordinated debt or transferable securities, irrespective of any link to a set-off or netting rights. These rights and liabilities are as follows. Rights and liabilities relating to a deposit made with the transferor, rights and liabilities relating to assets in the form of receivables owed to the transferor by depositors, rights and liabilities relating to subordinated debt, rights and liabilities relating to transferable securities as defined in Section 2. Mm-hmm. The exclusions for subordinated debt and transferable securities are to provide that equity, junior debt and unsecured debt liabilities can be left behind in a residual entity to absorb the losses that cause the FI's failure. This reflects their position in the creditor hierarchy and the policy objectives to ensure losses are absorbed in resolutions consistent with how they would have been in a liquidation. Moving on to Section E, rights and liabilities arising under a contract entered into by or on behalf of the transfer or otherwise then in the course of undertaking financial activity, which is defined in Section 2. This exclusion is to provide flexibility to the resolution authority such that operating liabilities relating to the undertaking of critical financial functions, for example deposits, can be transferred to support the continuity of access to those operations. And finally, rights and liabilities arising in connection with the undertaking of financial activities relating to the claims for damages, an award of damages, or a claim under an indemnity. Recognising the need for these specific carve-outs, it does not impact the no creditor worse off in liquidation compensation protections that still are available to all pre-resolution shareholders and creditors. So that's just important to bear that in mind. Section 6.1 provides that a resolution authority in making a regulated Part 5 instrument transferring any constituent part of a secured arrangement is to transfer the arrangement together in its entirety. This means that assets and rights under a secured arrangement should only be transferred to if the liability and benefit of the security are also transferred. And the benefit of the security should not be transferred unless the liability is also transferred and vice versa.
Okay. Mr. Wright,
Yes.
May I suggest, because I suppose all our members has thoroughly reviewed all the detailed terms and conditions of the proposed bill. So you might, introduce the detailed content by section. That means you shouldn't or you need not to read out all the detailed provisions thereon. Instead, you can give us a heads up on each particular section instead, so that we can, raise questions even when we think appropriate. Okay? Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mr. Wright.
I'll go a little bit more quickly. So Section 2 provides that the resolution authority, irrespective of whether the secured arrangement is established using a fixed or floating charge, that also is provided for under the protection. Section 6.3 provides that a resolution authority is required under Section 1 does not apply where purported secured arrangements has been made in contravention of any legal restrictions, so this under the banking ordinance. So that's another important point to bear in mind. Section 7.1 provides that in making a Part 5 instrument which transfers assets, rights and liabilities, protects the structured finance arrangements. Section 7.2 provides that deposit liabilities of an entity in resolution that are part of a protected structured finance arrangement are not subject to what a resolution authority is required to do under Section 7. So this means that the resolution authority can transfer any deposit liabilities separate from the secured arrangements. So this is one of the specified carve-outs. Section 8.1 provides that defines the protection for clearing and settlement system arrangements. The main point here is that everything needs to be transferred together or everything needs to be left behind together. Section 8.2 then sets out a list of non-exhaustive examples to help further reflect consultation feedback that we received and clarify the definitions that we're using in the regulation. Section 9 establishes where a regulated Part 5 instrument purports to transfer foreign property that is set off, part of a set-off netting and title transfer, or secured or protected structured financial arrangements. The resolution authority has not acted inconsistent with the objectives of the PAR if a foreign court were to restrict the transfer of that foreign property. So the key point here is that over time, by engaging with foreign authorities, we would hope that the risk of such action by a foreign court would be reduced. Section 10, 11 and 12 establish the consequences, however unlikely, should a resolution authority inadvertently act in a manner inconsistent with the objectives of Part 2. As I've mentioned in the overview presentation, whilst it is considered necessary to provide for consequences in the event that a resolution authority takes an inadvertent action, we think that the resolution planning powers provided to the resolution authorities on switch on of the FIRO will reduce the risk of inadvertent action And also, as we engage with financial institutions as part of resolution planning, the development of by those institutions of information systems capable of identifying protected arrangements quickly and with a high degree of certainty will also further reduce the risk of any unintended inadvertent action that results in the need for consequences. However, those consequences are spelled out in Section 10, 11 and 12. And very briefly, under Section 10, it provides the rights of a person to set off a netting with a transfer under a set-off netting and title transfer arrangement is not affected by action taken by the resolution authority that is inconsistent with what a resolution authority was required to seek to do. Section 11 provides for an affected party's position under a secured arrangement or under a protected structured finance arrangement to be restored if there is any inadvertent action, either through a supplemental or a reverse transfer of assets or liabilities. And Section 12 finally provides for the transfer to be void to the extent that it disrupts the operation of a clearing and settlement system arrangement. So moving on, Part 3 of the regulation establishes what a resolution authority is to seek not to do when applying bail-in stabilisation option. Section 13.1 sets out the definitions specific to this part. I refer back to these as part of the relevant operative provisions, but briefly, Section 13.2 lists the liabilities excluded from the definition of protected liabilities. Section 13.3 clarifies for the purpose of the definition of protected liabilities that an arrangement that can be permitted to set off a netting with more than one counterparty, and that it does not matter whether the rights to set off or net is only exercisable under the occurrence of a particular event. So Section 13.3 explains how a liability is to be treated as if it had been converted into net debt, claim or obligation, which is relevant to the purposes of this section. Section 14 is an important section as it provides that the resolution authority is to seek not to make bail-in provisions in respect of a protected liability, and it spells out the definition for protected liability in Section 13.1 as a liability that A is owed to a third party by an affected party. B, the third party or the entity are entitled to set off and net under a set-off netting and title transfer arrangement. C, if related to the financial contract, has not been converted to a net debt or claim or obligation. And D, if related to a contract of any kind, has not been converted or treated as if it had been converted into a net debt or claim. C and D ensure that financial contracts falling within the definition of in Schedule 1 must be converted per the terms of the relevant set-off, netting or title transfer arrangement into a net position before they can be subject to bail-in. This is consistent with sort of the general feedback we receive from industry, particularly in the context of derivatives. So this is a very important provision for orderly bail-in and as it applies to these contracts. Moving on, under Part E, this definition of liabilities is not excluded by Section 2. So this is the liability under Section 2 are those liabilities that it is considered will represent good forms of loss-absorbing capacity on which losses would be expected to be imposed in a bail-in execution. And examples of these liabilities are as follows. A liability owed in relation to a capital instrument issued by the affected entity. A liability owed in relation to subordinated debt issued by the affected entity. A liability owed in relation to unsecured debt instruments. An unsecured liability in relation to any instrument or contract with a maturity period of 12 months or more at the point of issuance, and that is not a financial contract. And an unsecured liability owed to the group company of the affected entity. A liability in relation to a deposit that is not excluded from the bail-in pursuant to Section 2B and C of Section 5 or Schedule 5 of FIRO, and finally a liability in relation to a claim for damages. Section 14.2 provides that notwithstanding a liability being protected a liability, a resolution authority is not prevented from exercising bail-in provisions pursuant to Section 3C of FIRO to convert or in connection with converting the protected liability into a net debt, claim or obligation or an estimate thereof such that it can be subject to bail-in consistent with the objective of Section 14.1. It is, however, recognised that the authorities, by the authorities that closing out such positions quickly at the point of failure may have material valuation and continuity complexities, and therefore decisions on whether to close out such provisions would be made on a case-by-case basis. And importantly, over time, as local loss-absorbing capacity requirements are developed and set for institutions, this should reduce the need to rely on the closeout of net liabilities as a source of adequate loss-absorbing capacity. Section 15 establishes, again, consequences should a resolution authority inadvertently act in a manner inconsistent with what is required to seek not to do in Section 14.1. In short, in the event that a resolution authority inadvertently makes bail-in provisions in respect of a protected liability, it must seek to take steps to transfer to the affected party a required sum as defined in Section 13.1. Exactly how the required sum is to be transferred depends on whether bail-in has been effected in conjunction with a bridge bank, but ultimately requires a resolution authority to take action to provide shares or a payment by the relevant entity of an amount equal to the required sum. Section 15.8 to 15.11 impose time limitations on the resolution authority as part of the consequences. And again, just to repeat, the no creditor worse off in liquidation protections still apply to pre-resolution shareholders and creditors as part of executing the bail-in resolution. And finally, as mentioned earlier, Schedule 1 sets out a list of financial contracts for the purpose of, firstly, the definition of financial activity, second, the definition of protected liability, third, rights and liabilities excluded under Section 5.2 for the objective of the regulation in respect of set-off, netting and title transfer arrangements in a partial transfer, four, liabilities excluded from the definition of protected liabilities in the context of a bail-in. These contracts are securities contracts, commodities contracts, derivative contracts, and contracts for purchase, sale, or delivery of currency and master agreements, so far as they relate to any of these contracts. Thank you.
唔該晒 Mr. Wright。各位委員有冇對頭先具體嘅條文有咩問題？冇呢，咁就因為呢，我哋仲有一啲跟進事項嘅。咁我想問下頭先有委員提出嘅要求有兩個書面後補嘅答覆呢，政府當局估計呢，大約要幾耐時間可以準備好相關嘅書面答覆啊？
Yeah, no problem.
我哋相信一個禮拜之內，我哋應該可以回覆到秘書處。
好，咁如果我當日收到嗰個書面答覆呢，我哋會傳俾所有嘅委員閱啦。咁另外呢，就睇完之後，我哋會盡快定下一次嘅會議日期。咁因為今日就已經具體嘅條文審議咗啦，我諗下次主要係睇對個書面答覆呢，大家仲有冇跟進或者因應個書面答覆呢，需唔需要做一啲對條文嘅修訂？咁陳健波委員，
主席，我諗全月咧，如果冇就唔使開咯，係嘛？
係啦，我睇下大家嘅意見係點啦，好冇？仲有冇咩補充？秘書處，我哋使唔使延展個時間？係啊，係啊。好啊，好啊。我講一講嗰個時間表啊。咁個審議嘅屆滿日期咧，就如果係6月14號審議完成呢，咁我哋向內務委員會報告嘅日期呢，就應該係6月2號嘅。咁個法例嘅預告期限就6月7號。咁我睇嚟，因為要一個禮拜去做好呢件事呢，咁可能都係要延展㗎啦。咁即係話審議嘅屆滿日期呢，我哋就用2017年7月5號呢個時間段啦。咁向內務委員會報告嘅日期呢，就會相應係6月23號。咁動議呢個附屬法例作出嘅預告限期呢，就係6月28號。咁所以我都會喺呢個內務委員會嗰度動議，係喺大會6月7號嘅大會度呢，動議要做一個延展。咁等我哋有時間呢處理我哋頭先講嘅一啲書面補充啦，同埋睇下我哋有冇需要即係開第二次嘅會議，好唔好啊？如果各位委員仲有冇咩其他補充？冇啊，冇。咁今日個會議就到呢度為止啦，係嘛？好，唔該晒，多謝各位嚇，唔該。